It's on Thursday. It's a Spice Drive. I'm with Solomon Koko. Solo, salimia wananchi.
Asante sana. Karibuni all our Spice Drive listeners.
Yes.
Our Spice Drive family.
Uh-huh.
Our Arsenal supporters family.
Hey.
I must say, what a beautiful goal. What a beautiful goal. Arsenal still on top of the world. And here we are. Santeni Koko join Nasisi.
You know, it's very sad that
drive.
Solo starts with their Arsenal club. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Arsenal is really a small team, wherever they are. But anyway, congratulations for winning a match yesterday. But now, let's start the party. Let's kick the party rolling. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host here, Charles Otieno, and Solomon Koko, and DJ Cham on the 1 and 2s. But now, things are happening. Vitu zinatendeka. So that lady,
yes,
72 hours later,
Trufena Muthoni,
72 hours later, done. She is a legend now, officially.
Incredible.
7 new world record.
Yes, hugging a tree.
Yes,
for 72 hours.
And you know, today is a day also. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, today is also the day all Gisea is also being announced. The school's results, and also is a very interesting day. So we'll touch on that later on the show, on the performance, and it's still live at the center. The Minister of Education is giving the results of how kids have performed, students have performed. So it's a very interesting day indeed. But let's start with Trufena. 72 hours without food,
without sleep. Yes, standing,
and without going to for toilet breaks.
Okay, what people don't know, actually, Charles, let me tell you.
Yes.
In pushing such a challenge,
yes,
it takes a lot of things, and the people who actually come and are judging this kind of a challenge, they are actually going to be, because you are human.
Yes.
So you'll need some short breaks to go for a call. You may not be allowed to sleep, or maybe just a little bit of rest, because you can imagine standing for 72 hours at Utaganda.
Oh, it's crazy, man.
The only people who cannot do that is millennials. Millennials, hata kungoja stage kwa matatu, wanaanzanga kuhema. They look for somewhere to sit down. So for someone to stand for 72 hours and hugging a tree, it's incredible, and it was for a good cause. It's really, really good that she has actually managed to complete the challenge. So kudos to her. I'm sure she's going to get a lot of attention from the international community. I think even the government has already started appreciating her. And really, really good for her. Is pushing beyond human limits. A human being can stay for a maximum of at least 10 days without sleep. Up to 10 days.
10 days without sleep.
It's possible. Okay? So, but that is on an extreme level. It's a very, very extreme level. It's not even a challenge. Okay? But there are people who can stay 4 or 5 days, no sleep. But it's not normal, and it's not actually
recommended.
It's not recommended.
It's not recommended.
It is very, very bad. It's beyond human level. So for her to have done this, of course, for people who actually do some of these challenges, they are recommended to. It's like mountain climbing. You cannot go to climb Mount Everest without training.
A lot of training.
There's a lot of training, all that preparation. So for this girl, I think she has outdone herself for her age. At her age, this is really incredible, and for a good cause, it's fantastic.
First of all, and also what I would like to add is that Trufena has just made sure that we will not forget Wangari Maathai. Remember, Wangari Maathai was passionate on Green Belt movement, and Trufena's hugging of a tree is not just basically to hug a tree; it's also for a good cause, conservation. And tree planting is a major thing. Remember. One of the biggest things is our green cover should at least increase, because we are trying to fight a lot of many diseases which come because of environmental changes and chemicals in the world, and the ozone layer getting thinner and thinner every day. So if you ever read Unbowed by Wangari Maathai, it covers exactly why Wangari Maathai was championing such rights, and now Trufena has taken it up. So we are happy that at least she's proceeding with what Wangari Maathai believed in, and it's good to see young people coming out and doing exactly the same thing their elders did in the past, so that we will have our forest cover and our ecosystem retain that semblance of what we want it to be. So it's very interesting for us to have Trufena doing that. Kudos to the team, kudos to Trufena, and let's emulate. The youth are suffering from very many things. If we have a young person doing the right thing, we should always amplify the voice so that people can really understand what they're doing. So that's for us is very commendable.
Yes, it is.
Extremely commendable.
Yes, it is. Others are taking velo and something called ndovu.
What is velo and ndovu?
It's tobacco.
Yes.
It's a drug.
And kuber.
So for her, someone who's doing something positive.
Yes, for the community.
For the community and for the world to see, and for conservational rights, I think that's a very good initiative. It's a very good challenge. It's very, very commendable at her age. And what has even shocked me more is that actually when I saw it, she has actually been doing this since she was 17 years old.
Impressive.
Very impressive.
Impressive. That's what I would say. Impressive person. So away from that solo, you've seen that the exam, the equivalent of KCPE, is actually out now, and many people are really very happy that their kids, but the rat race people used to have of A's and B's and C's and people rushing to schools is no longer there, because now this is only 60% of what the final exam requires.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. So KIPSEA, this is KIPSEA, Kenya Junior Secondary School Education certificate. So it's very interesting. It's a different grading, but because the grading is very simple, I hope you understand that how they do their grading is at exceeding expectation 1. That is that A of like 8 points. Exceeding expectation 2, that's like A minus of 11. Meeting expectation 1
is B plus.
Yes. Meeting expectation
2. Sasa hiyo ni B plain.
Approaching expectation.
Sasa hapo tuko B minus.
Yes.
Na sasa hapo ndo tunaanza kudidimia.
Approaching expectation
C plus
2.
C plus.
Then there is also meeting expectation.
Hiyo ni C plus. Uko sawa tu.
Meeting expectation 1 and meeting expectation 2.
That's 60 there in equivalent.
Yes. And then below
average.
Expectation 1.
Or they're putting it as expectation, not average.
Yes. And
that's a good thing.
Below expectation 2.
Sasa hapo tuko C.
Uko 1, uko Jimmy. So it's about expectation.
Yes. It's a good recommendation for grading.
Yeah, it's about it's about exceeding. So you will never hear, ladies and gentlemen, parents,
below average.
Yeah, don't ask someone that umepata E or D. That one ya KCP imeisha bwana. Sasa these things are totally new, totally fresh. We wish all the students who performed well.
Yes.
Yes. Mchinjue tumbuzi tofori.
Hii December
mkule kabisa.
Yes.
Ndio mwende Alliance.
Shule kubwa.
Yes. Kenya Junior School. So you can go now, the pathways to a different place.
That's true.
Yeah. So when you're talking about hugging, so let's hug those kids who perform. Who didn't perform.
I like
As
that.
Trufena hugs a tree
for 72 hours.
Just hug your son, whatever, or daughter.
Embrace them the way they are, with their expectations.
Either they got below expectation, exceed expectation, approaching expectation, or meeting expectation.
Meeting
expectation.
That's very true. So but I like that kind of grading. I think it's encouraging.
Yeah, so no B minus, no C, no what. So but you can just see and you realize, that's what it means. Anyway, so it's interesting. It's good to see what kids are doing out there. Of course, Trufena, wonderful person, wonderful individual.
And great initiative.
Looking forward. And of course, let me just say so that Solo doesn't swallow me. Congratulations, small Arsenal team, for winning the match yesterday. We wish you
Asante sana.
Iwe Ivo. But we are waiting for you. Hapa mbele kitaumana.
Manchester United, we are really playing for you guys to meet your expectations.
No. We will meet our expectations. Arsenal is approaching expectation. Is approaching
expectation.
Because Arsenal in Champions League, they've never won the trophy. So they are below expectation. If we are grading like just Kipsea. And Manchester are exceeding expectation in Champions League. They have won it 3 times.
We wish you all the best. Meet your expectation. You know, my dream career was to become a musician. So don't play with me.
I'm not playing with you. I'm just telling you, can you sing off key?
Status, and of course, Joe was in the country just the other day, and a beautiful performance.
So if you could have sung well,
yes,
I would have given you some Naivas voucher.
But
since you will sing off key all the time, let me just tell our listeners where to get something for Christmas.
Great.
Yeah. So, and ladies and gentlemen, of course, I told you in the first part of the show that we'll have some conversation in the studio, and let me tell you that the gentleman we were waiting for is in the studio right now this afternoon. And as we always say, that we give you beautiful conversations, great music, and vibe that takes you through the week. The Spice Drive is a show for you every single day. So now, Solo,
yes,
the gentleman who has walked in,
yes,
unaona kale kagari kako.
Yes, he's the one who's watching over me.
He's the one who's watching over you.
Unfortunately or unfortunately,
yes,
he has told me he's a Manchester United fan.
Great.
So I can't wait to have this conversation.
So Sylvester Nzioka, ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome Sylvester Nzioka, head of retail and motor, of course, at Sanlam Alliance General Insurance Kenya Limited. This gentleman is in his role provides strategic leadership for the retail and motor business channels, manages daily operations, and ensures the effective execution of core functions within their department. He brings a role of solid academic foundation, holding a Bachelor of Commerce and Actuarial Science Advanced Diploma. Hey, my friend, jamaa ameenda shule man. Jamaa ameenda nini?
Amesomare. Amesomare. Beyond expectations.
Beyond, now Kisjea is exceeding.
exceeding expectations.
Mr. Nzioka, karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Yes.
Charles,
Yes.
Solo.
Yes.
Thank you very much for having me today.
Yeah. So since you are exceeding expectation, you know, today we are talking about the results.
Yes.
And since you're exceeding expectation in your role,
Yes.
strategically,
Yes.
please tell us, what do you do?
So thank you. Again, I serve at Sanam Alliance, as you've said in the introduction.
Yeah.
Leading the retail and motor team.
Yeah.
In that role, it's, as I've said, leading the team in executing the strategic objectives.
Yeah.
That starts from setting the objectives themselves and making sure that we execute on the objectives. But more importantly, it is serving our customers, making sure that our customers live with confidence, that they can face daily challenges knowing that there's a strong partner beside them and behind them. Yes.
That's very interesting because, you know, we are just about to go for Christmas.
Yes.
And you see, I was talking about Naivas giving us mbuzi, and accidents are very many, and they're leading the retail and all that.
Yes.
And Kenyans, right now, is when now everyone is back in the garage.
Yes.
Even the car which has been asleep for
Imetoka.
1 year.
It's on the road.
It's on the road.
Inakohoa, inatoa moshi.
So what do you advise these guys? Do they have, what kind of policy should they be looking for? Because some of them, those vehicles, the last time they were driven is the last Christmas. So now there's another Christmas, and you have to step in the village. People to know that you work in Nairobi.
Yes.
And you cannot go there walking like Futsubishi, walking like any other villager.
You have to show up.
You have to show up in style.
Yes.
So what do you tell them when they
Yes.
buy insurance?
Yes. So the for all motor vehicles on the road, the best product that I would recommend is a comprehensive insurance.
Yeah.
And before I say why, let me just explain what it is. We have three main categories of motor insurance in Kenya. In other markets, they have more, and even some in Kenya have more products. But we have what is called comprehensive. And as the word suggests, comprehensive is the one that has the widest coverage. That will cover for damage to the vehicle itself. It will cover in case there's liability to any third party, either because you've damaged the property or you've injured someone. It covers the vehicle against theft. It covers the vehicle against natural calamities, like let's say a tree falls on it or a wall. And that's the one that will give them the widest coverage that they can get. And also when they're on the road, in case they get hit or hit someone, then we will come in and restore them to the position they were before the accident by repairing the vehicle, or in case there's a third party, like I've said before, then taking care of any costs that come alongside that accident.
So, Mr. Nzioka, I want you to hold on there. We'll go for news. And then when you come back, you will just proceed with it.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's go for news, and we come back with news. And of course, with our guest today, Sylvester Nzioka, who is telling us a couple of things on matters insurance. And we cut you short, Mr. Nzioka, that time because we are going quickly for news, and you're talking about comprehensive insurance. So kindly educate us.
Thank you. So comprehensive, had said, is the widest insurance coverage that you can get. I think it offers the maximum protection because it protects not just the vehicle, but also any damage that the vehicle causes, both to property, but also to people. It's a requirement that, it's a legal requirement that if you injure someone, then you are responsible for any medical care, or unfortunately, if they pass away, there are some damages that should be paid. So the comprehensive insurance gives those three offerings, where the vehicle will be repaired or replaced if it's a total damage. If there's property that has been damaged, it will also be repaired or replaced if it is completely damaged. And if there's someone injured, then the damages that accrue will also be paid by insurance. The second type of insurance, motor insurance coverage, is what we call the third party fire and theft. This is just a step down from the comprehensive. with the only difference being that road accidents that happen on the road then are not covered. They are not insured. And this we've seen mainly being taken by people who have maybe more than one vehicle. And they feel they're at a financial position where they don't need to insure the vehicle while it's on the road. But if you go back to what you had asked me earlier, which cover someone should take, that party fine theft will not be for that person who has just brought out their vehicle now. Comprehensive will be it. But then, because we understand the economy is tough on everyone, there's a third option which is more affordable. And this is called the third party only insurance coverage, which now only insures the damage costs to third parties, either their property or injuries to people. And this is the legal requirement in Kenya. So for every vehicle that is on the road today must have a minimum of the third party only insurance coverage. Because as part of the government's initiative is to make sure that no one fails to get payment in case they are injured from a road traffic accident. Yes.
It's very interesting because I know, and I was asking, because many jalopies will be on the street very soon, and people will be rushing to the insurance the last day.
They already are, I think.
Yeah, and they don't even know what kind of policy they should be putting up. And then maybe at Sanlam, maybe you'd tell us, the biggest thing people fear is that you do an accident and the payment becomes a problem.
Because I think that's the biggest issue, because a lot of people are of the opinion that insurance, when it comes to claims, they don't pay. It's a lot of difficulty in paying.
Drama.
It's a lot of drama, a lot of follow-up, which a lot of people don't want to be involved in that tangle.
And the public is right. As an industry, we are guilty as charged. But that's also what Sanlam Alliance is out to change. And how we are doing this is threefold. First one is through education. So we are sensitizing the public on what is insured and what is not insured. In the narration I gave earlier, I only concentrated on the broad insurances. But within those ones, they are the things that will lead to a claim being declined or not being paid. And most people don't know this. Maybe because of the rush to close a sale, we only tell you the good story.
Yes.
And we don't disclose all the nitty-gritties.
DJ Chams your car. Yes.
Yeah, we don't give you the full picture. Someone was comparing this to when you are courting a girl.
Yes.
You don't tell them on the first date that you snore.
Yeah.
You only tell them the good side of you, and it's only when they're inside that they discover.
They find out.
Yeah, this guy knows every day.
Yeah, the car he was driving was his friend's. It wasn't his. And all those. So we've tended to apply the same to distributing our insurance policies by only presenting the good side of insurance and not telling them now the other, let me call it uglier side, which might make the claim not being paid. So that's one of the things that we are investing in as Sanlam Alliance, to educate the public on not just the importance of insurance, but the things that they need to do to make sure that the claim then is payable. For example, don't drink and drive, because insurance doesn't compensate you if you're committing a crime. It is a crime today to drink and drive. Don't drive without a license, because again, it's a crime to drive without a driving license. So such things are what we are going to make as normal conversation, and not just when we are selling, and not just to our customers, but to the general public, because the trust issue does not only affect Sanlam Alliance, it affects the entire industry. And it is in our best interest to make sure that everyone understands whether they are our customers or not. The second thing is then to also make our products very simple and understandable to our customers. Because part of the reason, again, why a claim gets declined is because it's very complicated. And also part of the reason why I did not tell you about the parts that could make the claim not payable is also because the product itself is also very complicated. So we've simplified our product and also how we offer it to our customers so that we can give you the full picture. In the early days, insurance policy documents used to be very thick, and you'd never read through it because it's thick and written in very small print. But what you're doing at Sanlam Alliance is simplifying it by very much reducing that policy document and writing it in very simple language that every person can understand. And then the third aspect is making sure that we have the capital to settle claims. Part of the reason why some of the companies do not settle the claims is because they do not have the capital to settle the claims. But we are backed by very strong shareholders. We have a very strong capital base. And we make sure that the pricing that we charge is correct so that then we are able to pay your claim at the time that it comes, if unfortunately that claim comes. So those are the three things that we are doing as Sanlam Alliance to make sure that we change the narrative about insurance not settling claims.
Now, the question I always wanted, because some people, personally, like myself, I've never had an accident and claimed anything. I've been insuring my car every year for the last
police.
20 years.
To show police.
Why don't insurance companies have something they say, safe driver if you've been with an insurance for 10 years?
Token.
Yeah, without actually getting an accident or
Gift.
asking, why don't they have gift for those people who, because they give you money every year.
Yeah.
Like this year, I know the first thing next year, January 1st, my insurance guy will be knocking to say, Aya, Imeisha. Then this year and last year, I've always been paying, and the years before.
And you have been loyal.
And I've been loyal. There's no discount. Number one, it's the only companies without discount to their motorists who have never had accident. Why?
Yeah. So the neighbors is giving us for Christmas.
Boozy. The insurance companies can never give you boozy.
Nothing. Just tell you where Imeisha bwana.
It's like a tax collector.
Yes.
Lazarus.
We only collect and don't give. So let me give the answer again in two parts. And starting with the more interesting part, which is at Sanlam Alliance. Actually, that's one of the things that we've looked at. Sometimes early next year we'll roll out an appreciation campaign for the customers who have been with us for a long time and they've not claimed as much. And so it's something that is cooking. It's not ready yet, but it's coming. The second aspect is to maybe just give the concept of insurance and as to why, even if you go for 10 years without insurance, a discount might not come. So insurance is formed on the basis of risk pooling. And basically what risk pooling means is all of us here, we sit and something might happen to us, and also it might not happen to us. And how insurance started was in the early days when England was just starting to go out to the rest of the world for trade. They'd use ships to travel over the seas. And of course, the seas were very rough at that time, with storms and piracy and other very many. So there was a chance that the ship will not get to where it is going. So the wise people sat and said, we don't know whether it is my ship that will not reach or it is yours. So what you can do is let's all contribute some amounts. We put together. And if unfortunately your ship doesn't reach the other side, we are going to give you these amounts. And if your ship then reaches, then you are okay. So what that means is then the money that you contribute, Solo contributes, I contribute. If Solo's doesn't reach, then we give all of it to him. And if unfortunately tomorrow it is you, what you collect, then we give it to you. So at the end of the day, there's nothing left for the insurance company to keep, because the claim that you did not make,
Someone made.
And for example, if I take a vehicle, I don't want to assume, but let's say the vehicle that you drive, that one worth 10 million Kenya shillings. You've only paid a premium of maybe 200,000, 500,000. So if there's a claim and we pay you that 10 million, you can imagine how many 200,000 we need to have collected to have paid that. And that's why the math then doesn't work, that we can let you not pay and still have coverage, because we need to collect it and pay that person who will claim.
which I agree, you need to collect and pay. But there are people who, for sure, they have not had an accident.
Yes.
And I understand the issue of pooling the resources, which is okay. But there are people who feel like, I own a Mercedes, which is 10 million. Why would I be insuring it for 500,000? I've never had an accident with it for 6 years. So why don't they just downgrade it then to
a third party or
third
something
party?
like that?
You see now?
Yes.
But if I was sure that these guys also, they always pat my back, I would say, mimi staki yo nini, third party. Let's retain my standards. My standard is
Yes.
comprehensive.
Yes.
Yeah. And you're very right. And a funny story that happened recently. We had such a client who decided to downgrade to third party. And unfortunately, on the week that he downgraded,
He got an accident.
He got an accident.
It happens.
Yeah. But we've had you, and as I said, it's something that we are cooking.
Yes.
And beginning sometimes next year, we're going to start appreciating our customers. Maybe not with Ambuzi.
Yes.
But we will appreciate our customers who have been loyal and not making a lot of claims.
So at Sanlam, what is the length of claims for you to get paid, for example? Because that's what people want to know. Some people have had in my other life when we edit stories down there, you see people saying, I've been trying to get my claims for 6 months, 7 months, and it becomes a mess. There are some people who, when their cars actually they have an accident, the insurance even gives them a spare car to drive in the meantime, and they fix katasika very quickly, and they sort. So there are insurance companies which are very client responsive, and there are others who are in the old age of wacha tuangalie nini likufanyikia tutarudi hapo baadaye. So
And you feel like you're neglected. It's like you're left alone.
they are bringing you mental
Pressure.
Yeah, so Sanlam Alliance is in the category of the ones who are customer centric.
Yes.
We do have the courtesy car benefit. And to answer your question on how long it takes, it depends. And I'll give you the reason as to why I'm saying it depends, because the claims then will fall into 3 main categories. They're the very simple ones, like a windscreen. If a windscreen is cracked, same day, it is replaced. We will not spend more than that. And then we also have the simple claims. Maybe your bumper has been hit, or the one panel has been dented. Those ones maybe around 1 week to 2 weeks. They get repaired. But then there is the category of complicated claims. And complicated might be, on one, we are now seeing an upsurge of rare models. And the problem with these rare models is even their parts are also rare. They are not commonly found. You see, like today at Toyota, if I need a part, I can get it at any town in Kenya today within a very short period of time. But then there are the special cars that now are becoming, becoming, and we are seeing them on the roads today.
Yes.
But unfortunately, the volumes are not yet at a point where the businessman is stocking those spare parts. So most of them we have to import. And so now when you include the complexities of importing a spare part, maybe from Dubai, from China, from Europe, or from wherever, you can't do it within a day. The logistics of global trade don't allow you to do it within a very short period of time. So those ones will take relatively longer. And then there are also the ones where the vehicle is quite extensively damaged. Maybe there's a damage to the engine, or maybe there's even an injury to someone, and it becomes a police case. Because then even before the police release it, you've had an accident today. For you start counting from today until the day you receive the vehicle. But for us to start working, maybe the police will keep the vehicle for a period of time as they do the investigations before they release it for repairs. And so what we are doing at Sanlam Alliance is we assess the claim when you make it, and then we tell you where it falls. Is this something that will be done today? Is it something that will be done maybe within a week or a month? Or is it something that we feel we are unable to do, and so we offer what we are calling cash in lieu? Because for most people, when you buy the rare model, the place where you bought it, you already have a relationship, and you can even call them to ask for a spare part. And so that's why we've introduced that the cash in lieu, not just because of the rare models, but to also hasten. And you might feel that your garage could do the job better and or faster than the duration we are telling you. So we tell you, it's okay. We are offering you this 400,000, 500,000, 1 million, or whatever. Go have the car repaired at the garage of your choice. And then after, we'll come and assess and confirm that it has been done to the quality that we expect. Because also for us, the quality assurance is also of importance. We don't want you to go to the garage, it is repaired, but then when they're returning the wheel, they don't fasten the bolts tightly enough. And then you get another accident. So we will then come in and check, has the repairs been done to our standards? And then we release the vehicle to you.
Let me just ask you, for example, for how long, what's the duration of time do you provide a courtesy car? And from where you sit, according to you, do you think insurance is expensive? Because a lot of times people are actually, it's like you're being forced to pay insurance because you're told if you don't pay, you'll lose this thing. Is it expensive? It's going to be expensive. Yeah. Is it an expensive affair? And also, for how long do you issue a courtesy car?
So let me start with the courtesy car question. The duration with which you can stay with the courtesy car is up to you. We give you the option at the point of buying the insurance. Do you want a courtesy car for 7 days, for 10 days, or for 30 days? But also we are seeing instances where the courtesy car we are giving you, you're not happy with it. We give you then the option of advancing you the money. So let's say you had said you want a courtesy car for 7 days. And what you had insured was then we are estimating for every day you are going to pay 5,000 to hire this car.
That car.
So you can say, I don't need you to give me this car, maybe because I'm used to driving a Benz and you're giving me a Toyota. We'll give you the money.
Yes.
And you go get yourself.
You can actually give us money.
Yes. Okay. Yes, we do that. So we can agree, instead of us giving you this vehicle that you're not happy with, here is what we would have spent to hire this vehicle.
Yes.
Go and get yourself a vehicle. Because we are seeing also some people saying, after an accident, I've been traumatized, I don't want to drive again. So I'll use this money to get an Uber or little cab or whatever cab services that you use. I have a friend who is providing me with a Prado at 3,000 a day, and I don't need your small car. Let me go get this Prado. So we have that flexibility, and that's something at Sanlam Alliance that we are very keen on. We want to be responsive to the customer. We don't want you to fit into this narrowly defined box that we have. We'll give you the different options that you can take and go home with. So the duration of the courtesy car, and whether you want us to give you the vehicle or you source for the vehicle yourself. Because you can also source for the vehicle yourself and you tell us to settle with the provider. Yes.
And is it expensive? That's why.
So on the question of whether, on the affordability of insurance, so I'd say from a consumer perspective, it might look like an expensive affair. But like everything else, it is the value that it gives. And also let me maybe give some background on to how the pricing is involved. Remember I talked about the risk pooling. So what we do then is to check out of these 10 people who have bought insurance, how many are likely to get a claim? And how much will it cost for us to settle it? So today we are seeing an upsurge on the cost of spare parts. Global prices are going up. It's not just in Kenya. And what that means then is the cost of repairing your car has also gone up, which means then the price of insurance
has to go high.
Also has to go up. But you'll notice for majority of the people in Kenya, the prices are stayed almost stagnant for the last few years, meaning the insurance companies are absorbing some of this vehicle. It might come to a point where it is not tenable if the prices keep going up. And again, that is why for us we are preferring the cash in lieu, because we're giving it to you and you can see how much it is costing to repair that vehicle, so that the next time we are having a conversation about your renewal, you have the mental picture of what you went through and how much it costs. So when you're telling you to pay 50,000 and you spend 600,000 repairing, you can see the value that the 50,000 has given you, because it is easier then to compare when you are the one who has actually spent it.
Yeah. Interesting.
Fantastic.
I think now, and you've captured very well, Sylvester, because I think what Kenyans needed to know is what insurance can do for them. So we are back to our conversation, ladies and gentlemen. We were talking about claims and what Sanlam is doing. Let me call it correctly, Sanlam Alliance. Full name, eh?
Yeah.
Why did the two companies come together?
So the idea for these two giants to join hands was to respond to the needs of the market. And before I say why, maybe just a brief background of who these two giants are. On one side, we have Sanlam, which is the biggest non-bank financial organization in Africa. And you have Allianz, which is the biggest global insurance company. And so there was a need to bring global expertise, but backed by local knowledge. And that there was no better way to achieve that than having these two giants coming together. And the objective then is to make sure that in Africa, people get to live with confidence by insuring the assets, the people, and the businesses in the continent. Yes.
Interesting, because many people, when they look at Sanlam, they thought Sanlam is one insurance and Alliance is a different insurance. But it's good. And why I like Sylvester, my other brother, Elias Omondi, is also an actuary.
Oh, yes. He's an actuarist.
Yeah, no, actuary.
Actuary is a correct word.
Yes. Say actuary.
Actually. And when Sylvester was talking,
yes,
and people have actually now the old Jablopis are on the road, and they're telling you, make sure that you take your car to the proper service, because what I know, you go to Kamau and Madenge auto spares, and then they tell you hata hii tutaangalia tu gari itaenda itafika Nyeri, itafika before you reach Karatina, my friend, your engine has knocked.
That's true.
And then you start calling the insurance partner. Mimi hata nilitengeneza gari. My friend, make sure that you go for genuine parts and get a proper, credible insurance.
That's true.
To insure your vehicle, because you will be stuck, my friend, over Christmas. You have your children, you have your wife, your relatives.
Yes.
Then you reach the village and then kagari kanakwama.
Kanazimia huko. Narudi na basi. Which actually brings me to this question. That now we are having, I think, a lot of young people who are actually driving now. I think the first priority, which either is a good investment or not a very good investment, but a lot of young people, once they get a good sum of money, the first thing they want to rush to is buying a motor vehicle. I don't know, is there something like an incentive to have a tariff for young people? And if not, why?
So good question, Solo. And to answer that question, let me give the foundation of why I'm going to give that answer. The tariffs or the pricing for insurance is determined by the behavior of the driver. So the riskier the driving habits, the higher the price. The more safe the person who drives that car is, how they drive on the road, then the lower the cost. Because remember I said the pricing is determined by how much we will spend as an insurance company to either repair or replace your vehicle.
Like how much it will cost you.
Exactly. So if the risk of us repairing your vehicle or replacing it is lower, then your pricing is also lower. But if then it is higher, then the pricing will also be higher. And so the benefits that we are giving or the incentives that we are giving is not really age-based. It is behavioral based. So if you are a safe driver, you get incentives. If you are a rough driver, you don't get to enjoy those incentives. And let me give you a story to explain some of the behaviors that we have. So sometimes back we had a corporate engagement, a dinner, and some of us left maybe at around 9 p.m. But there was a group who decided to continue with the celebration. And because it was in Westlands, they decided to go to Thika Road. Those days, Thika Roads, there was a club, let me just say, just after Survey, as you go up. I'll not mention the name. I'm not paid to promote them.
I'm looking at so look, we are familiar. I get it.
Yes, that was to be the destination. So we parted ways and they went there. So I went home, slept. At around 3 a.m., I get a call, and they tell me that they've just had an accident. So in my mind, it was somewhere around that area. But the way it was sounding, it was a more serious accident than what you'd expect in Nairobi. So to summarize the story is they had the accident just after Makindu on your way to Mombasa. So how the story was is after Westlands, they went to Natives. Oh, I've mentioned it.
Okay. Yeah.
They went to that club on Thika Road. Yes. Decided it wasn't, the vibe wasn't vibing. Went further down to Thika. Again, the vibe wasn't vibing. Someone asked, by the way, can your car get us to Mombasa? And that's how they decided to go to Mombasa. So this accident actually happened. They did not hit another car. They did not hit a tree. They did not hit a person. They hit a buffalo.
One life.
So the case is not just even a traffic police case. It is now a KWS case. So when you have that person, as an insurance company, we need to be cognizant that the risk that person carries is a bigger risk than the risk that you and Charles and me carry. And so the pricing for that is higher than for this person who is a safer driver. And then the incentives will follow that underlying notion. Yes.
Which begs me to ask you something. Since all your considerations are at least, of course, is on based on behavioral expressions or something like that. But come to think of it, any club that you go to, the parking lot is full of cars.
Yes.
Those are supposed to be some of your biggest clients, aren't they?
They are.
Yes.
They are. And that's why I go back to, in the beginning, I said one of the things that we're investing is consumer education. Good. Because that person needs to understand they are exposing them to a potential decline of that claim. Because one of the things is if you are driving and you are intoxicated, you are committing a crime. And insurance does not compensate you if the accident happened in the course of a crime. It is just like if then the vehicle was used as a getaway vehicle from a robbery and it is in an accident, you don't expect us to compensate you for that. So the parking lot full of cars is a potential sad story where someone could get injured or someone the vehicle could get damaged, but it's not repairable by insurance. What I would request is if you know you are going to have fun at a club, today the means to get home, the options to get home are very numerous. We have very many cabs.
That's true.
Both digital and also maybe you know a friend who does that job. Don't drive. Call a cab and you get home. It is also for your own safety. It's not just even for insurance purposes. It is for your own safety that you guarantee that you are going to get home safe and you will not maybe suffer a long-term injury or a debilitating bill because you need to pay someone who you knocked down. Yes.
Beautiful. Because I think there needs to be a lot of that consumer education because a lot of people are thinking that, insurance is very, very important. It's key. It's for everybody's own good. But they always feel like they don't get the value back of how much they're spending or how much they're paying those companies or insurance companies, which I think you have captured it
very well.
Very well.
And also, when you're talking about the way Solo was asking about expensive insurance, and you talked about careless driving and people. Is it the reason why matatus are very difficult to insure?
Precisely.
Because matatus,
Yes.
there are a few insurance companies.
Yes, they don't
would want to get into that place because for sure, before it's a breakneck speed. The brakes are always they've knocked someone. They are driven recklessly. How easy is it to insure a matatu?
It is difficult. To be honest, it is difficult. But so for insurance, I mentioned the three main benefits that come with insurance. It is repairing the vehicle itself.
Yeah.
But then the other two of compensating for the damage caused by the vehicle.
Yes.
So you have damage maybe to another vehicle or to a building, so damage to property. But then you also have injuries caused to both the passengers, but also third-party people who are not necessarily on the vehicle. So the insurance for matatus gets difficult on the two aspects, not on the repair of the vehicle itself. Because you then get to an extent where, because of this careless driving, a 32-seater matatu, you first have the 32 to start with. But then you find most of them, especially during this festive period, a 32-seater is carrying 40 or 45 or 50.
And they're going up country where routes they're not supposed to go.
Exactly.
Bugenya. Bugenya, my village.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you have now this added one. So it is hard, because remember what I said, and part of what my training is on actuarial science, is to estimate then that loss. So because you don't know how much passengers are going to be on this vehicle, it becomes difficult to estimate how much you're going to pay in case this matatu is involved in an accident. But then there are also the innocent bystanders. You've heard of cases where a matatu plows into a crowd.
Yes.
And again, because of the careless driving, the exposure is too huge that you can't really quantify how much it is that you need to compensate all those people. So the combination of both the unpredictability of the driving and also the unpredictability of the loss that will ensue makes it difficult to insure. And that's why as Sanlam Alliance, we do not insure matatus because it is a business that we feel it needs some more studies or some more understanding before we can go into it. Yes.
Which also, I know a lot of insurance companies are actually struggling because of fraudulent deals. And especially when there are people who actually drive cars to cause accidents so that they can claim and get paid. And there are people who have actually benefited and gotten a lot of money. How are you guys managing that?
Fraud.
Yes.
So fraud prevention is one of our core focus areas. It's been now for the last 2 years. We continue strengthening. The thing about fraudsters is, the funny thing is they're very sharp guys. Very, very sharp guys.
They even have experienced drivers who know how to roll your car.
It is. They actually set it up.
Yes.
They set it up like a properly run company. So there's the professional car crusher.
Yeah.
But then they also have contacts in different areas. Okay. So there's the person even inside the company who is telling them how to package it.
It's almost an inside job.
It is. So it is a cartel. For it to succeed, it has the different legs. There's the person who is executing it. There's a person who is telling them how to fill that claim form. And unfortunately, there are also some people in the police force to assist some of this. Not necessarily police officers. Yeah. But people have knowledge of
what they can do.
Oh, exactly.
Even there's a guy who comes with goat blood.
Yes.
To spill it.
They are even professional witnesses.
Oh.
The people will say, yes, that guy saw it coming. Then, so what we've done is, one, we've invested in digital tools to help us pick out some of the claims that fall into certain behaviors. So there's some triggers that we have. I can't disclose them because that will be giving out our details to the fraudsters. But we do have digital tools to weed out some of this. We are also training our staff on the things to look for to weed out the fraudulent claims. Because what it does is, remember what I said again, because these fraudulent people are taking out these payments, your renewal next year might be higher because as a company, we are seeing that we are paying out more. And yet, that increase in payout is not because of genuine claims. So it denies even genuine people who have had accidents of the chance to get paid. And also, generally, the public, then the price also goes up because now we have to compensate for the fraud. And that's why we've said we've invested a lot of money, actually, and a lot of time and effort, including now tapping into the global expertise, I said, between Allianz and Sanam, to also tell us how they are doing it in some other countries. Because it's not just in Kenya. The fraud topic is a global topic of all the places where it's a topic that is being discussed.
Okay. So I think you've really captured it very well, and fraud is a key issue and the claims issue. But also what I wanted to know is that when you start, people are coming to renew insurance, do you allow them to pay in installments? Because you see, the economy is doing very badly at the moment. That if I insure my car for 200,000, it's difficult to
raise that amount.
200,000 in the beginning. And what is the flexibility in paying for the premium? What is that flexibility?
Yes, thank you. Before I answer, sorry, let me there's something someone said when I said Kenyans don't have money. They told me, say you don't have money.
Even yesterday we told people in the show, our show yesterday, we told people, if you don't have money, don't go to the club because you'll have mental illness. Because they are ballers. We've sat with people who spend 1 million in 1 hour.
Hour. Exactly. That's
1 million, 1 hour. And he's out of the club and he's okay. And he tips the owner of the club.
Yes, and he goes home and sleeps Sunday.
Tips waiter, bouncer, plus the owner is gone. Unapewa yako 1,100.
Yes, that's
tip.
True.
That's a tip, yes. So, but to answer your question now, being more serious, yes, we do have. As I said, at the core of our strategy is flexibility and being responsive to our customer needs. So we do recognize, yes, there are those few like Solo who have a lot of money, but then for the majority of us, for the majority of us who are, for the majority of us who are
struggling,
not, who are struggling,
Kenyans,
we do have installment payments where you don't have to pay the full amount upfront. Yes, you can pay it slowly as the year goes by.
Wow, that's good because that's what people want to know, and that's what people are looking forward to.
Because I think a lot of people actually start downgrading from comprehensive to third party because of that money issue and payment issue, and of course downgrading is not the best solution because, as we said, comprehensive covers for almost everything.
Yes, and you're right. We've seen such cases where people are downgrading to TPO, and unfortunately, we had a case where someone did downgrade to TPO, and within a week, they had an accident.
Unfortunately,
and yes, it was now a conversation of I've been with you for that number of years. Is there something you can do? But unfortunately, there isn't because at the time of the accident, the insurance that they had was the TPO. Yes. So to make sure then that people do not suffer, that's why we've said let's have installments. And there's actually something else cooking which will allow for even more flexible payments. I can't talk about it now because it's still in the kitchen.
I know CEO had actually talked about how you can give those incentives, and you said that it's in the works. And now, just listening to some of the adverts that we were playing, I thought about a loyalty card could actually be a very, very good gift, even if it's give people a loyalty card during Christmas. You say this
Nzioka. You see the way this guy is saying? They're saying insurance for him sounds like a long con. What do you have to tell this listener? Martin Uwar.
Yeah. No, as I said in the beginning, I do understand where he's coming from.
Yeah.
Because we've not lived up to the promises that we keep.
Yes.
And I would urge him to give us a chance, because we've come in to change the narrative.
Yeah.
We've come in to make people trust us.
Yeah.
Trust is at the center of what we are building. That we want to build trust from not just the staff, but also the customers that we serve. And so to the listener, I hear you, I see you, I understand where you're coming from, but I promise you that we are not part of that con game.
The guy, and that brings me to the next question. You said that you are amalgamating the two. What was the process of amalgamating the two insurance companies, of course, Sanlam and Allianz?
Yes. So, sometimes back in 2023, the two giants that I had talked about, Sanlam and Allianz, decided to join to form a joint venture called Sanlam Allianz.
Yes.
And Sanlam Allianz operates in 26 countries now in Africa.
Wow.
And in 12 of these countries, we had what was called the overlapping operations. This means that both Sanlam and Allianz had operations in those respective countries. Of course, the balance of the 14, it was either Sanlam or Allianz operating in that country alone. So in 12 of these countries, then there was the strategic decision that it doesn't make sense to have two competitors owned by the same person. And so then the process of bringing them into one. And Kenya was one of these overlapping countries. And so then the process of bringing Jubilee Alliance and Sanlam General together started. We've now finally finished it. And Jubilee Alliance and Sanlam are operating now as one company called Sanlam Alliance General Insurance Company in Kenya. Yes.
Quite interesting and very, very vast as well. Well, that's a big and wide scope of the countries that you are actually serving for. There could be maybe a question I'd like to answer you to answer. How do you treat people with disability and in terms of issuing insurance? Are they given any are there any what do we call it, like those incentives, and we say privileges, or is it just like a normal person? Because I know people with disability, of course, have special cases, and in terms of how they're driving and stuff like that. But do you consider that if they have an accident, it actually happens because of the challenges that they face?
So we don't we've not built something specifically for people with disabilities. But what we do is then consider the specific circumstances in case an accident happens, because we don't want to punish someone because an accident has happened and there's something they could have done to maybe prevent it or reduce the severity of the accident. For example, the fully abled person, maybe there's a way they could have reacted to maybe avoid that accident or make the accident less severe. And
person with disability will not.
Person with disability will not. So we will not then punish the person with the disability by saying then, because you contributed, you have to maybe get punished by getting a lower payment than the person who is not disabled. So the bit we do is then not to discriminate against the people with the disability by treating them differently and maybe blaming them for the loss or saying that there's something that you could have done. Yeah.
Great.
So I think you've really captured it very well, and it's interesting to see how you are pushing the insurance and to make sure that Kenyans get a benefit from it. When I look at the time, I think it's time to bring down the plane, and maybe you tell us more about yourself now. How did you get into this actually at all?
Yes.
Yes. So my journey to insurance started sometimes when I was just about to clear my high school, and it's usually that time when everyone is asking you what you want to be. But for most of us, we have no clue.
Zero.
You just want to clear high school. That's the goal.
Yes.
You want to stop being a student. Yes. Someone asking
And you
what
think
to
that
do.
the learning ends there.
Exactly. And now you know everything in the world, and no one can tell you anything. But I was lucky enough. I had a brother who knew the world more than me, and knew where the world was headed. And because I'm a figures person, so he told me then there's this course called actuarial science.
I think it must have been very, very new and introduced in the country at that time.
It is.
Yeah,
it is.
Must have been University of Nairobi or JKUAT?
No, actually KU.
KU.
Yes.
Okay.
So in our class we started 6. By the time we were graduating, we were 4.
Okay.
It's always that way.
Yeah. So that's how I knew it was. Yeah. That's how I knew it was. Actually, the people who registered were more. I think around 30 people had registered.
And
But by the time we were doing the first cut,
I want to talk.
we were only 6.
Mathematicking. Mathematicking.
Yeah. So when I cleared then campus at that time, the only industry that was interested in anything actuarial science, actually not even to a large extent, but at least they had an idea of what actuarial science was the insurance industry. Nowadays, investment firms, banks, and all that now I've gotten into actuarial science, but at that time it was only insurance. And that's how I ended up in insurance.
Interesting.
Yes.
Because actuarial science is a very difficult course.
Yes.
Difficult. And I know that it's about risk, innovation, and all that.
Yes, it is. Yes.
An actuary.
Yeah.
You must really be innovative, do a lot of risks and all that.
Analysis, yes.
Yes.
So, karibu sana, we really appreciate you. We will connect you with my other brother. It's also called Elias Omondi. He does Bima Lab.
I know Elias.
You know Elias?
Yes, I know him.
Nice.
Yes. He used to work at our regulator. That's when most of us knew him from.
Yes, he was at IRA.
Yes.
So that's my younger brother.
Yeah.
Oh,
we went for his graduation.
In Maseno.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yes.
That's very interesting.
Fantastic
Good to know
guy.
that.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
good to know
welcome, Sylvester. We appreciate you, and we welcome you again to elucidate and tell us more about insurance. And our listeners out there, please do not drive a car without insurance over the festive season. Get an insurance policy.
Yeah.
From credible
From
source.
Sanam Alliance.
Yes.
Don't just go there and get an old jalopy out ikuzimikie kwa barabara.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have peak periods? Like, for example, right now people are going to be traveling. Is this the time when you harvest the most?
So we wouldn't want to really harvest because it is also a time when there are very high claims.
Yes.
And so you are getting premiums that you're going to pay out.
Okay.
But because it's the nature of the business.
Yes.
We are signing up, and maybe something that I would just talk about, if you give me maybe a few seconds, is our digital platforms. Because today you don't need to interact with anyone physically. You can buy motor insurance from end to end fully digitally without needing to talk to anyone at all. And so I would urge the listeners out there to go and get yourself an insurance cover from Sanam Alliance. We promise you that we'll have swift claims processing and payment, and you will be very happy with our services.
Absolutely good.
So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We had a very good conversation with Sylvester Nzioka, and we are talking about matters insurance and why you should always insure your house, your home, your car, your business, so that you do not suffer consequential losses. When I mean consequential is things which we can literally cripple you in your life, businesses, and in case someone loses life and all that. So it's important to get proper insurance and something to protect you and make sure that you get some compensation if you're fully and duly and well registered and taken the right policy for yourself. It's been a wonderful evening. Of course, it's 29 minutes past 18. It's the time now we say that we play for you a couple of music and also come back later to wind up the show. For now, I'll leave you with a song, Cool and the Gang, Never Give Up. And I'll tell you a little bit story of the Commodores solo.
Yes.
When I was in South Africa for the jazz festival, one of the groups I interviewed, the Cape Town International Jazz Festival, I've just seen my friend Solo Mogale. Solo Mogale used to be a part of the South African tourism, the group that flew us to South Africa. And when we reached there, we were interviewing some of the people who've come to perform to Cape Town International Jazz Festival. And one of the groups were the Commodores. The front man for the Commodores is none other than Walter Orange.
Walter Orange.
So
Legendary.
Walter, so he's a band leader, and a fantastic gentleman. So we had a one-on-one interview with the Commodores, and the question which had always bothered me was their song, their biggest song was called Night Shift.
Yes.
So I asked Walter Orange, the intro for Night Shift is totally different from the
meaning
body
of the song. Yeah, different. Yeah, true.
Yeah. So ask him, you start Marvin, Marvin, you used to be friend of mine.
Yes.
And then you are talking about Night Shift.
Yes. What's up?
I said, what's up, man? Then he said, no one has ever asked that question.
Yes.
Then he said that when the Commodores, their front leader left, and they were so devastated because they couldn't go back to the studio because the band was breaking. So he was supposed to lead, and they were wondering now, what will we do? So they took a hiatus and stayed until one day the producer came and asked him, Walter, why are you not guys coming to the studio?
Yes.
Then he said, even Marvin Gaye was killed and he was our friend. We don't see the need. So they started to sing.
Yeah.
They had a song, but they wanted also to do a tribute to Marvin Gaye. That's the time.
That's very interesting.
So that's why Marvin Gaye, the father had shot him. So they were like, what do we do?
Yeah.
So they have a song they have written, but they're saying, so
how do we introduce this
song?
Yeah.
That's why they say, Marvin, you used to be friend of mine.
That is incredible.
So I wrote that story, and the guy was so happy.
He was so happy, yes.
So my good friend Walter Orange of the Commodores, when I listen to the Commodores, I remember Walter Orange. And it's very interesting the way he did his thing.
Wow.
Great musician. Now, as we wind the show, Kenyans, stop hugging trees.
Now, Kenyans, let me tell you something.
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
And it's inanikasirisha.
Kenyans.
First of all, let us give credit where it's due.
Yeah.
Trufena Muthoni from Nyere, 22 years old.
Great.
She has earned it, and she has done a superb thing.
Yes.
Of course, because we say this is beyond human limits. She has gone to hospital. Not that she is sick, but of course for a medical checkup. And now Kenyans have seen kumbe this challenge was worth it. And now also she has won. She has been gifted 1 million shillings.
Yeah.
A Samsung Fold 7. And a trip. How did the trip? Now Kenyans are everywhere hugging trees and and sharing challenges. In fact, kuna mtu amesema Karura Forest hata hakuna mti aina mtu. Yes. So, please come up with your own worthy challenge. And earn it.
Yes.
Earn it. So come up with a good challenge with a good purpose. Usianze kuangalia kumbe hapa mtu anaweza pata pesa.
Yes.
Umeanza sasa watu wanapanda miti huko, mtaanguka huko na vibaya. You told me the other day about an elephant on a tree.
Arsenal. I see there's an elephant on top of a tree.
So now, please, Kenyans, come up with your own challenge.
Yeah.
Let it make sense. Let it be meaningful. And so that you can earn. Come up na kitu ambayo inasaidia. And my take home today, of course, is Trufena. That was a fabulous thing. She has earned a name. She has, and it's worth it. So let people just realize that the earth provides enough to satisfy every man's need, but not every man's greed.
Okay.
Tafadhalini.
Very good. And of course, that's how Solo has ended it for me. Ladies and gentlemen, for people who are graduating today, you've been given power to read. Now you have read, just be innovative. The world is full of oyster. You can make any challenge and you can make anything work for you. So the people who are graduating, congratulations to our young kids who have joined KJC. Asanteni sana for doing very well in the exams. May God bless you and uplift you, and may you get the courses that you deserve. To our fans and listeners, we always come here for you, and thank you for keeping it real with us. Thank you for writing those beautiful messages and of course sending us words of encouragement, and also for a lot of suggestions for the show. And for anyone who wants to listen to our music, thank you very much. Keep listening and tell a friend to tell a friend that Spice Drive is your show. It's a show that keeps it real and gives you the most fun-loving music and entertainment, cool vibes, conversations, and we don't remove our feet from the petrol pedal because we drive and cruise to the high levels of octane and beautiful conversations. So we end the show at that time. Your host, CEO Charles Otieno, Solomon Koko, and our super DJ Chams, and our producer Macau, Edwin, and of course Jen Muli. Thank you very much, listeners. We meet again tomorrow as we bring the house down for Furahi Day and Happy Jamhuri Day tomorrow as you join us. And also remember that in a few minutes, Kevin Matara is coming to entertain you and give you some beautiful conversations on the After Hours show. Keep listening. Adios.
Adios.